For sure. So give us a little bit about exactly what Bubbl is and what has inspired that.
You know, it wasn't my idea. It was my partner's idea, Alex. He came up with the idea. I think both of us having, 5 teenagers between the two of us, we have a logistical problem. So we need to get them where they need to be safely and securely. We're an alternative transportation company. And what I mean by alternative is, we focus on children over the age of 8. We deliver a lot of the seniors in our community to where they need to be. And we focus a lot on special needs transport.
Gotcha.
So we've kind of morphed into that, a little bit different than what we initially thought. We thought that we'd be just schlepping anybody around. And that's changed. We've become more specialized.
But because who you use for drivers is either current or retired police officers, yes?
Yeah, so we saw an opportunity, given all the negative press in the rideshare industry, to sort of swing the pendulum and do it more safely and securely. So we started to employ only active and retired cops.
And was that part of that original concept from the very beginning?
It was. So, we called it Bubbl because the area that we live in is often referred to as the Bubbl. So we thought it was somewhat synonymous with having an officer drive your kid. You wrap them in a bubble, they get where they need to be safely and securely. And that's where that pendulum really shifts in the rideshare industry, because there are employees, there are cars, we insure them. We put GPS in the vehicles. We have cameras in the vehicles.
Wow.
And that's
so your cars and that's completely
different than Uber, Lyft, where, it's a 1099 employee. We're a W-2.
Right. And who those people are, obviously. I mean, that's what's so amazing. I think it's incredible with what you're doing, because, you've got Uber and Lyft. So mentally, people get it. You're not inventing a completely new concept for people, but at the same time, it's nothing like what they offer and one of the services. So this other aspect, in addition to the rides, you have 2 other business models going on at the same time to support the overall. Describe some of those to me.
Yeah, so we generate revenue 3 ways. First and foremost, we give the rides. But 2 is we advertise. We go to local businesses in our community and they advertise on our vehicles. It's a 24/7 billboard. And because it's a new business, it gets a lot of attention. So we found that to be quite successful. And it helps us kind of offset those ebbs and flows in our passenger volume. And then we thought about, when we do have those low points in volume, what else could we do? And we decided that we'd open up a courier business. So we call it Bubbl Dash. And
Awesome.
What we found is the business community loved the fact that a police officer could move their merchandise, from point A to point B. Just, it was a natural fit.
Because you've got, who are some of your customers? Like, what kind of things are they?
Yeah, so we deliver keys for Ebby Halliday. She's not going to give her keys to anybody.
Right.
To a home, that is. And then we work for a company called Payvision, and we deliver a lot of the paychecks in town for people that don't elect direct deposit. We'll deliver settings for jewelry to the jewelers around town. So we do a lot of unique sort of transport, but we'll definitely go ahead and we'll do legal document delivery for lawyers in town, for some of the banks. So it's kind of all over the planet.
This is not your typical rideshare service. Tim Atkins is one of 6 off-duty or retired police officers who drive for Bubbl.
It offers a great service to people, and that's what I've pretty much done my whole life is, serving the public.
Shortly after noon, he drove Annie Sparks to her favorite restaurant.
This is just an extra marshmallow on top of the cake or something, to know you have somebody that's highly qualified.
This ride right here requires a lower riding vehicle because these are elderly people.
Reservations are made online or by phone, most of them for older adults or young children.
And those mamas and daddies are trusting us to take care of their kiddos, so it's a good feeling.
Just more than a year after the company started, Bubbl now serves about 150 people each day, all driven by former or current police officers who pass rigorous background checks.
Oh my God.